How's it going, everybody? I'm John Norris here in Chicago, and you know what? It seems that nice guys don't always finish last after all. Who would have thought almost a year ago that four regular emo punk guys from Chicago, armed with catchy hooks, wacky song titles, and just the right touch of eyeliner, would become one of the multi-platinum breakout bands of 05-06. But now, a year and almost 2.5 million albums later, that's exactly what Fall Out Boy are.
We played New York at Irving Plaza, and Jay-Z introduced our band as his favorite new rock band, and it's like, that's Jay-Z, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's just bizarre. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you're watching someone else's life.
Well, Pete Wentz, this is your life, and what a difference a year and a half can make. After rising out of Chicago's punk underground, Fall Out Boy left town and never looked back. In the blink of an eye, they became bona fide rock stars.
And that perception is only brought into clarity at the most awkward of times. You know, like you'll be doing a signing and all of a sudden like someone's shaking and crying in front of you and you just see yourself the way you did when you were 14.
Carving out their fan base on the internet, Fall Out Boy invited us into their personal lives through blogs and video diaries, building an intimate relationship that continues to this day.
We've made no secret of the fact that we're just kids ourselves, you know what I mean? And that there's really very little difference between us on stage and the people that are in the crowd.
And those kids in the crowd wasted no time voting the group to the top of the TRL countdown.
Some of the bands that came before us, I think were kind of scared or like, we don't want our video to be on TRL. We always just wanted to be at the forefront of everything, because at the end of the day, it's like I'd rather have My Chemical Romance, Take It Back Sunday, Panic at the Disco video than watching, you know, a lot of the polished turds that are out there. Like
Blind Melon's B-Girl, Fall Out Boy's Dear Boy love story would come to define the summer of 2005. After turning up the heat at the VMA pre-show, Fall Out Boy walked away with a Moon Man, snagging the MTV 2 award.
Thank you to all the Fall Out Boy fans who've stuck with us through everything. You mean the world to us.
I still gotta say the VMA was one of the coolest things that has ever happened to us.
We definitely didn't expect it. We let Joe get wasted.
I got really drunk. I was like, come on, man, don't drink so much. You guys might win. I'm like, yeah, right.
Fall Out Boy's amazing year. It was only fitting to end it back where it all began, this time in front of 10,000 screaming hometown fans.
This tour was actually supposed to end in Toronto. We decided, like, you know, we got to go home to Chicago anyway, so why not have a final show in Chicago and, you know, end it with a real big bang.
Thank you very much. We'll see you guys this fall with a brand new record.